Hey, this video was written with a script because I don't know how to say a lot of things without a script next to me. So, I'm sure a lot of you have probably realized that I've gone back to being friends with someone who some of you don't like. I'll just name them Tree for this video. And the reason I came back to them was extremely stupid and inconsiderate. I still feel so guilty for it, you wouldn't understand, genuinely. I'm making this video because I wanted to apologize to a person I'll call cold, but my apology just didn't feel complete until I truly told everybody how much I regret this. I shouldn't have just disregarded the past all because I wanted to go back to someone who I used to like. So, I'll tell you guys the story that I remember at least. I went back to this person because of this reason that I so regret because it's so stupid. I came back to Tree because saying this word from word, oh, she never really did anything to me. I want you to take that in. Not only is that a blatant lie because they did stuff to me, but at the same time that is completely insensitive and completely disregards the past. I disregarded the past and made up a horrible excuse to do so. People got mad, but for some reason, one person got especially mad. I'll give them the codename Wound. Wound was very mad, understandably so. I was talking to someone none of them like, but then started claiming themselves to be the victim of that one person, even though they were not. This is one of the only few people whose reputation got shattered during this whole thing, one of those people being me. On a completely unrelated note, I do want to say that I hate seeming like the bad guy. But I did this to myself. I dragged Tulip in this mess as well and everything. I still regret it nowadays. Regardless, Wounds started doing something after I tried not to think about them. Wounds started to plagiarize my work by stealing iconic characters from Solar System Space Show. Characters like Hera, Mulciber, and COE. However, putting that aside, I was told that I was in the wrong for associating with this one person for a stupid reason, and Cold was right. However, I kept associating with Tree because I felt too attached to them, even though at the time it was only a few days. This has been going on for 6 months. This mental agony that I've put going through this limbo of wanting me to do the right thing but wanting to keep others happy has left me in a 6-month cycle of mental torture to the point I started engaging in self-harm activities. This isn't what I want. I don't want to be in a 6-month cycle of agony, engaging in activities of picking my scabs and pimples until I bleed, just because I've been friends with someone who I came back to for a stupid reason. In fact, I wouldn't even consider that a reason, so I basically came back to Tree for nothing. Something that didn't help, though, was the fact that Wound was making me cautious of my surroundings 24/7. I didn't feel like myself for these 6 months. You wanna know why I felt so horrible? I cared for Cold too much. I cared for Cold because I knew I stabbed them in the back. But I didn't know if I wanted to go back because of me backstabbing them. Me being an overthinker, I thought they would never forgive me. However, I finally apologized, and things did go smoother than I thought. It's not like I truly felt Cold wouldn't forgive me. It's the fact that I feel like I backstabbed them so bad I didn't think they would ever trust me again. I was surprised to figure out some people still genuinely liked me who was a part of that community. It felt like it didn't feel like I belonged because I talked to Tree and no one else didn't. I felt out of place, genuinely. I just felt like a spy. I wasn't, but I felt like I was. The troubles of having 3 separate friend groups, and 2 of them absolutely despising each other, makes me stressed as shit. Because when they trash talk each other, which Colt doesn't do anymore, I just don't know what to say. I truly feel like a terrible person for associating with them. Although I have seen major changes in them, it doesn't excuse what they did, and it certainly doesn't excuse my garbage reasoning to come back to them. I just, to, to put it in simple terms, I've made this video because I want to confess to everything that's happened and how guilty I feel. I am genuinely so sorry, really. I will still be talking to some people who are associated with Tree because they are genuinely good people. Other than that, I will be cutting ties with Tree. I just hope we can just go back to normal after this, but I doubt it. I don't expect forgiveness. I just expect people to watch this so they can get a feel on how these 6 months have been the worst of my life. 2024 has gone off to a terrible start, and I hope this change can switch things around somewhat. I feel so bad for backstabbing Cold and their friends, I really do. It feels like a double-edged sword. I backstabbed Cold and stabbed myself in the heart as well. I don't blame the friend group itself or Tree. I blame it on myself for my terrible reasoning and how much I am truly in the wrong in this situation. To end things off, I'm just going to announce the cancellation of a bunch of shows to hopefully, just fucking hopefully, regain my mental health. If you don't want to hear my consistent idiocracy, there's nothing after this point, so you can just click off. The first show I'm cancelling is Kills. I put it on a definite hiatus for a long while, but I see no point in keeping it around. I see no potential in it whatsoever. The second and third shows being shows I host on a different channel associated with the friend group that I will not say the name of for privacy reasons. The fourth being Fat Battle again. I am truly proud of it. I just cannot find a way to include the guys from the friend group without it being awkward. Fifth, Fight Before the End of Time. Genuinely, I have no idea why I made this show. Probably because the design looked cool, and I wanted the chance to join the idiot community, but that lasted like a week, and now I'm not really interested. That puts the list of shows down to 5. I really fucking need that. I don't want to push myself too hard anymore. I just want to be able to finish shows without having a mental breakdown from how stressful running 10 shows is while having the worst months of your life. I'm so sorry to everyone I have hurt in this situation, truly, and I wish I could go back in time to completely rethink my decisions. Not just because my image has been damaged from this, but because I truly feel horrible for my actions. This video will most likely not be privated, but if it is, it's probably because the situation is long gone, hopefully in the future.